Hey guys, welcome back. I'm your host Ndhlalambi, and this is the MelVee Family Pod. You can catch me on Instagram at cleared@ndh.ww, and I'm here with my brothers.
This is Ryan. My Instagram handle, your boy _Ryan.ww. Catch me there.
And this is Mara. You can catch me on my Instagram, Mara Manus. Yes, I'm done. Don't look at me.
I thought you were going to add some more. Yo guys, what is up? My name is Wayne Ndhlalambi, and you can catch me on my Instagram at Wayne_NDH. And also, don't forget to go check out MelVee on all our socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and what else? TikTok, right?
TikTok, yeah.
TikTok. So don't forget to also catch us there.
Right, guys. So today this is episode 8. Yeah. Guys, it's been far. So today we're talking about music. I don't know how you guys feel about that, because like music is known internationally. Even our ancestors used to make their own music.
Even their ancestors.
Yo, bruh. Even God in heaven has music. So what's your take on? Okay, first let's just like mark down the eyes. What's your favorite genre of music?
I don't have one.
You don't what?
I mean, I don't have a favorite genre, but I do listen to like quite a lot of music.
Okay, what about you?
For me, as long as the music is good. Yeah, I listen.
Anything you
Anything you vibe to,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
in there. Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
Anything I vibe with, anything that I feel.
Ryan, your copy.
No, I'm not. To be honest, anything that I like or enjoy, I'll listen to it. But it's like, it's for a certain time. But I like chilled music, I'd say.
Okay.
Chilled vibe music.
So like lo-fi.
Yeah.
Lo-fi
Type
music.
thing.
Okay, since y'all said you don't have one, obviously you guys have a main genre that you listen to. Oh, Andrew says he likes reggae.
Okay.
Man and the mixer, they were saying.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's gotta be gospel, R&B.
Definitely.
Okay.
A bit of hip hop here and there, but most definitely Amapiano. Amapiano is the one. It's the one.
I think also another name for piano in South Africa, they call it Janos. I think so. Because it's pianos, right? I'm a piano, and then they just like pianos, and then Janos.
You know, there's this other show that I was watching for this other South African DJ. So it was being asked with this on BBC. It was on BBC News. Then they asked them, what do you think my piano will go for years? He said, every day my piano song is produced,
Fact.
they get a new thing that they didn't discover back then. So they keep on discovering new things. So it keeps on building. So my piano these days is the thing.
Unlimited.
And there's over 1 billion viewers on my piano's channels, because people worldwide watch my listen to my piano music.
I think just to say, like, there's this new one that's trending. Okay, there's a lot trending, but the new one of Uncle Waffle's Tanzania. Oh, that song, the beats actually.
Is that the one she was playing yesterday?
Yeah.
I was playing in the car.
Okay.
So like we need to know what is music, because not many people know what is music and what plays into music. You know,
People
and
just
also
listen to music.
we need to know where does music come from and what is the use of music, right? So obviously it has a effect on how you dance. Why does your body dance to the music? What does it do to your body and to your mind, right? So what do you think the definition of music is to you? What is music to you, Ryan?
I mean,
the boy thinking.
it's something. Music is something you enjoy. I mean, you don't enjoy all music, but specifically to you, whatever you enjoy, that's your type of music. But music, I don't think it can really be defined, because it goes into many different sections.
Yeah,
I can say it goes into many different sections. But in short, a definition for me is like to make you feel happy. But hey, you also can't say to make you feel happy, because you feel sad and anything. But I mean, yeah. it does a lot to your feelings.
Mara, what about you? What's your definition of music personally?
My definition for music is, I think, when you take the vocals and you put the instrument or the instrumental, it becomes music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you combine them together, vocals can be music on its own, and instrumental, it can be music. But for me, when you combine them, I guess that's music for me. Yeah, so I guess it's the vocals and the instrumental to me. That's how I can define my music.
I mean, what's music to you?
Man, for me, that like question is so broad. Like there's so much, but I feel like music for me, I don't even really know how to put it. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that one thing, right? If I can classify music as a thing, it's that one thing in my life which I say has carried not just me but many people through tough times. You know what I'm saying? When you're happy, man, it just levels up your happiness, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, music is just
it's the thing.
It's the thing.
It's the thing.
Yeah, it's the thing.
What it do?
Like, it's just that thing. Like, you know how they say you're that guy. Music is that thing for me. And yeah, man, like, it's just been something that's a beautiful creation of God that has been made, that He's allowed us to, not just us to listen to, but many others to create. So it's something beautiful in my life. That's what I classify music as, a beautiful thing. Yeah.
I think music for me personally, how I define it is a way I can communicate how I feel through harmony, rhythm, and other aspects of it, you know. And obviously music does have emotions behind it. It does touch on certain emotions in your body and in your mind, right? So if I play piano, I'm very grooving, I'm heavy, you know. Yeah.
This guy was piano.
But if I play gospel, but if I play gospel, I feel connected in the sense that I'm connected to God. You know, even though I pray, I can connect through my feelings in my heart through music. And even music comes from heaven. In heaven, they sing hymns to God, and God finds pleasure in music because he created it. Everything in the universe has a rhythm to it, you know, it has a beat to it. So it really does I don't know, it's a magical thing.
Music,
honestly.
in general, it makes you feel, you know, in a different type of way. Yeah, so either you listen to your type of music. It depends. You might feel happy, you might feel sad, you might feel discouraged somehow, you might feel encouraged. So you just feel in a different way. Yeah. That's music. I
think for us as Christians also, there's this thing that has been going on for years, secular music with Christian music, right? And us as Christian children, and us we believe in Jesus Christ, what's your guys' view on how you decipher between what you should listen to in terms of, there's the secular music and then there's Christian music? Well, how do you decipher what's good for you in terms of those type of music genres? What about you, Wayne?
Well, you see, there's another viewpoint where it's like obviously there's music that evokes a certain emotion, a certain feeling, and it changes. I mean, there's research that was done on rats in music, and not just rats, also people, and how they feel, and water too. So certain types of music can totally change the chemical construction of music itself. And also certain chemicals are released into the rat's body when it hears a certain type of music. I'm not a scientist and all that, but it's just what we're given on Google. I don't really go deep into the topic, but music changes you. And even if you're not a scientist or whatsoever in that field, you can relate to this. I mean, for some kids, you play something like deep R&B, right? You're most probably going to be sad because the storytelling of how someone maybe lost their girl or how they feel. Whereas if someone plays like some nice pop, you're going to start dancing, you're going to feel good, you're going to smile and everything. You know what I'm saying? So certain chemicals are released into the body when that happens. And man, wait, just come back to what was the question again? Sarah, don't go.
How do you decipher between
How do you decipher?
secular
Okay.
and Christian music?
At the same time, I wouldn't really want to call it Christian alone because it's worship at the end of the day. You get it? And there's times where you may be happy and you sing a song of joy, which sometimes it might be like, no, this is not a Christian song. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, I feel like as much as you may want to put under Christian music, put it under worship music. How would you worship God? And we can search the Bible and see if it says anything on that. But at the end of the day, sometimes worship comes from within.
Yeah.
You get it? And there may not be a category necessarily for how you want to worship, because it also comes with your feelings. So I'd say that's how I'd say you could decipher. But also in deciphering, like I said before, there's certain feelings it evokes. So obviously you could tell when you're in church, you don't want to be playing hip hop, dancing around. Steady, calm. It's for the mind to also focus, because now when you're dancing, you're not really focused up here. Your body's the one moving.
Yeah.
You're not you're focusing on your movement more than you are what you're actually praising. So I'd say for music to be classified under Christian good music, something calm that gets you focused and worshiping God. So I put
That's
it
quite
under that.
insightful. What about you, Mara?
Music is good. Both sides. Even if you're worshiping, right, you listen to that soft music, it's good. Even if it's secular music, you listen to your R&B, you listen to your hip hop, you listen to whatever music you listen to, it's good. It's good music. But for me, with worship music, as you said, let's not put it under the Christian music, as the worship music and the secular music, I wouldn't think, or I wouldn't want, or it's not proper to put to put secular music under worship music, because in nowadays you find it's weird when people even put secular instruments on worship let me say lyrics. You take the social instrument, you put the worship lyrics. It's for me.
Sorry to catch up, but there's another video I remember was sent to the family group, or just like it was trending on social, especially I think Facebook, where there's this guy called Gary, right? So I think this was at a funeral, and the man gets up on stage. They say he has a special item, or it was a church. The setting was church. I can't remember exactly what the event was, but then he goes up, reggae man. Jesus love me, this I know. For the Bible tells me so. The people are like, no man, we need like calm music. He's like, oh, you're on Christian music, you're on Christian. All right, and then he just keeps on going on, man. It just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel. Somehow it doesn't feel right. So when we're doing worship music, let's do worship music. Please put an instrument that goes with the worship music. Because if you put an instrument that's what you got this, that's secular. For me, I would dance in the church. But I wouldn't even listen to the because remember the instrument is like it is okay. Both the instruments and the lyrics play a big part. So if you listen to the instruments, many people listen to the instruments first. Because it has an impact.
Definitely. I mean, even before you get to the words,
the instrument. So imagine if you put a secular instrument to worship.
You're focusing on the instrument.
Exactly.
And not the lyrics. Like simply doing was this, like you're clapping.
Yeah.
The motion that it can make you dance.
It can make you dance.
That can make you dance.
So for me, secular music and worship music shouldn't be connected together. If you listen to to secular music, make sure it's that side. And if you're doing worship, make sure it's that side. Don't join the two, because if you join the two, it become I don't know, disorder. Exactly. So I think that's me for the question you asked. I think I forgot the question you asked already.
How do you classify? Right?
Okay, I think I did I do it in the way you like, Clay?
I guess you said some powerful points, so
because maybe I went out the question, but okay. Well, thank you.
And what about you?
It's a boy _Ryan.
WW.
I mean, I don't think those two really go together that well. as you guys said, like having the beats with the worship type of lyrics, it really,
Lyrics.
the lyrics, it really does something to your mind, because when you listen to a lot of church music, right, it's usually calm, helps you focus.
It's connecting you to God.
Yeah, it's connecting you to God. But now you hear boom, boom, the Lord, boom, boom,
Boom,
boom.
boom. God loves you.
And
Tick, boom, boom.
now you're focusing on the boom, boom instead of what is actually being said.
Yeah. Of course, you can hear that the song is talking about God, but then somehow you can't be connected.
If you think of it, when you're listening to a circular song, right, you're hearing a lot of the beats than you are the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I remember reading about something where it says the beats is a lot. You focus a lot on the beats than the lyrics. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the beat is what enters your head.
Yeah.
Because when you think of the song, you think of the beat.
Before the lyrics.
Before the lyrics.
The rhythm of the beat. You see
How you
can dance. How can you?
Yeah. So the beat is in your head first before the lyrics even comes.
Because I'm sorry to cut you. Even if you listen to a sad song and there's this heavy beat, the song won't make sense. Because if you listen to a sad song, you need this slow and nice instrumental.
If there's a heavy beat, it's going to be more of a soft beat.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, it's going to be like,
exactly. It's going to be nice and easy, soft. You can't be putting on a sad song. Okay.
You'll be like, must I cry? Must I dance?
Yeah, you can call
But
it.
another example is like putting a Christian music with rock. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but for me personally, right, how I feel about that, it's like it really confuses me. Like what am I listening to? Am I listening to the rock side of music, or am I listening to worship?
Even with rap.
Yeah.
Like I end up going above my head. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to the lyrics, but I'm just like, okay, this man is flowing.
That's where that comes into your head, where the beat is in your head before the lyrics comes.
Yeah.
But I feel like they can be separated, but they can also be together in a way that makes it a harmony and something that really calms your mind instead of disrupting what you're actually focusing on. So yeah.
I think you guys have really I think the main trend here is that worship music is more calm and it's more concentrated. And then circular music is that you want to feel it, you want to be dancing to the beat, and you want to feel happy. And also in R&B, when you're feeling sad, you don't really go to worship music, you go to like R&B sad, and you express your emotion through, you want to cry it out, or you want to scream it out, right? And really worship it's calm. It's calm. It really is. Even in church when you're singing, you feel it. You close your eyes and you feel the calmness and the peace over you. Hallelujah.
Your body starts swaying
aside.
You can go
Not even. When that melody comes in, you'll just be sitting and thinking, is my relationship good?
Yeah,
sometimes
it makes
you'll
you
cry.
think. It makes you think.
Like,
really
guys, I've
does.
seen people cry in church.
Oh,
When the song comes,
music does a lot to your emotions also.
It does.
To your
It does.
emotions.
It does.
It can make you happy, sad, you cry.
But I think sorry to catch you. Before we go any further, we need to know what type of music Claire listens to, Ryan listens to, Wayne, because we just said music.
Nah, but I think we already answered that. Like, we don't have a genre.
But
Like
then,
that, like, specifically.
but somehow was what we all say, right? I think somehow, because even if you say we don't really have, there's that type of music when you go to a music
what
player,
you listen to the most
out of everything.
Nah, me, I say what I listen to the most.
Yeah.
But guys, I think that for me personally, it changes over time. But I mean, if I go to my Spotify or something right now, I'd say I'm more into my gospel music that I'll be listening to a lot. More of your a cappella kind, like your groups are singing nice music, piano here and there. just for the vibe, especially when I'm with friends. And then whenever I'm at the gym, it's more hip hop.
Because you need motivation.
Yeah, I mean
You can't be listening
R&B,
to
neo
music at the
soul. Yeah. Like it's a mix.
You're crying. What?
But I'd say all round, what I'd put it under is R&B, neo soul, gospel, hip hop. Done.
Okay.
That's
Mara,
mine.
what about you? Since you said we didn't put it out there.
When it came to me, already.
Yeah.
For me, I listen to the first person
Rhythm.
it was rhythm. Just like indie reggae.
Reggae.
No, but
Reggae.
okay. I listen to reggae here and there just for for the words and But I listen to R&B. I do listen to that. I listen to hip hop here and there, but it's here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't really listen to because I like soft music.
Yeah.
Like I listen to Kota, Kota the friend.
Kota the-
even Shane Ego, those guys. So I listen to more soft music, and I also listen to gospel a lot. A lot. Even like every day before I sleep. This is one time, Clay, you asked me, guys, are you okay? You still remember when I was listening? I was like, this is my routine every day. I listen to gospel before I sleep.
It gets the mind toned down. Yeah.
So I think the gospel, R&B, hip hop, reggae, reggae. Because every time I say reggae, I think of Andrew.
Is that time for a short?
So, those are the type of music I listen to. Yeah.
I think just before you continue, did we define what makes good music?
Oh yeah.
No, we never really touched on it. We didn't, right?
Yeah.
Andrew said we didn't. So, I guess the three main things. Not even I guess the three main things.
Let's do that after.
No, we need to put it now.
No, but
because
Ryan hadn't
for-
said his thing yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
what I'm doing after.
But we need to get into that. We need to get into that because you can't just sit here talking about music and then we don't put the main stuff. So Ryan, go. Sorry for that.
I feel like when I was smaller, it was more of the hip hop. Like it was the main focus was hip hop.
No, because you only knew hip hop back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
also
really
at
all I
school,
knew.
School kind of influences because of your friends. Yeah.
But I mean, as I grew up, I mean, I was exposed to different genres of music, making it now what I like, right? So,
What's the boy into?
I'd say it's a lot of R&B type thing. A lot of the vibe of like an Anderson .Paak song, I'd say.
Ooh, love my
Okay.
boy.
Yeah, I'd say that's more of my type of music. Not too wild, but calm.
Yeah.
Something that's vibeable.
Vibrant.
It's vibeable. You know what I
My
mean?
man, we've got a Rhyme dictionary.
Yeah.
Rhyme dictionary.
Yeah, it gives you a vibe. I mean, it makes you chilled. I'd say like a lot of those type of songs I play when I'm playing like a game or something because it calms me. It makes me feel happy.
Makes you aim.
Yeah.
As he's playing the game, makes you think of the
hip hop is here and there. I'm not like into that type of bass, like hard bass, like boom. Like I can listen to it, but it gets to a point where it's like
you can't listen to it like every
when I'm trying to
day,
focus on something.
You won't focus
It's R&B.
on that beat.
It's R&B. Like main focus is R&B.
Person 10. Okay, you see you.
Our bursting is too much, guys.
He's talking about person. You cry.
Leave it alone. If you want to be happy, run.
I still remember that album, the Run Me Dry. Yo, I used to listen to that album like every day on repeat.
I think I had my Bryson stage like way early, like grade 8, 7, 8. Because I mean, also we had CJ on the call the other day. He's the one that kind of got me. Was it CJ? I think CJ, yeah. There's this one song. Nah, it was like way back then.
Okay.
I'm not sure now. I'm not sure. You can just put it down in the chat if you're watching. But Yeah, that's when I started, but that was my stage. But coming back, we need to define music.
Wait.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Also songs that like I can hear the lyrics more than I do the beats.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. You
Yeah.
Because some
There's another quote I think I showed you, Mara, where it was like, when you're happy, you vibe to the song.
Yeah.
When you're sad, you listen to the lyrics.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's something along those lines. I'm
Okay,
paraphrasing.
I'm not
There's
sad when
something
I
there.
listen to the lyrics, the lyrics, right?
No, but
But then
it's
it's,
just like generally.
it's important to
Yeah.
listen
It
to
is,
the
it
lyrics.
is.
Yeah.
Because there's this one time we listened to this other song with mom in the car. Mama, guys, can you hear what this song is saying? I was like, no.
I was just listening to the beat.
And we were dancing to the song. And mom was like, what?
Can you hear?
Can you hear the lyrics? I was like, no, mama. I was like,
When she revealed that it's
And you
like,
was like,
sorry.
next.
next
But
song.
we can
Next
continue.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying, let's define what music is. So the three things that makes music: melody,
Yeah.
rhythm,
And
and harmony.
Yeah.
So what are they? So going from Dr. Google, to start off with, let's go with melody. So it says here, melody is a sequence of single notes that musically satisfy a tune,
Yeah.
right? And then rhythm, or harmony, harmony is the first definition, the combination of simultaneously, or however you say it, guys.
It's all hard.
Simultaneously.
Sound in music notes to produce a pleasing effect. The second definition is an arrangement of four gospels or parallel narratives which present a single continuous narrative text. I think that's referring to the Bible.
Yeah.
And then the last one, which is rhythm, is a strong or regular repeated pattern of movement or sound. Like Ryan mentioned, if you keep going, and then someone keeps adding on to that, and it just keeps repeating itself. So now, based on those, what is music again?
I think it's notes, melodies. Okay.
Notes, what makes good
melodies.
music? I think that's a better question, because what is music doesn't really fit. What makes good music? Having these three together, could we agree?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely we can agree on that one. Yeah. You can
Oh no.
I thought you were about to say something.
No.
Okay, so
But I'm thinking, right? You said good music is with all these three components together, right? And do you think that bad music doesn't have it? Because you said what's good music, so obviously there's gotta be bad music, right?
No. As I said, there's no bad music. Because the type of music you don't like, you can't call it bad. Because there's some people who listen to that type of music that you don't like. So that's why I said music in general is good. But we have our own type of music that we listen to that we call good music. And we can't call the other music that we don't listen to bad. Because there's some people who listen to that music.
Really enjoy that
so
music.
I guess we can say, as we're saying, as us Christians, what type of music that we can listen to that can, I don't know how to put it.
Slungo.
But yeah, well, I can put it in that way. Type of music that us Christians
Would listen to.
Yeah. I think.
But the more you listen to gospel, I think it really changes the type of music you listen to.
Definitely.
Because if you listen to gospel a lot, you know, like you go to church, sing a lot of church songs,
Worship
you like
music.
the melody, the harmony, the rhythm that it has.
Yeah.
It will change the type of music you listen to, the type of music you like. So, if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, you listen to a lot of music that has those three components within it. Mostly.
I think we also had examples in the Bible, right? There's Lucifer. There was David, and then the other one I have is also in heaven. And I mentioned this quite sometimes. Heaven does really it bases on its stuff on music, right? And we're told that Lucifer, also Ellen G. White writes that Lucifer had such a good voice that if he just sang one note, he could carry the whole thing by himself.
This was the thing.
Oh, man,
He was,
pipes.
and he still is the thing. That's why he uses music
Manipulates,
or corrupts music to glorify himself. Because obviously he wanted all the glory to himself.
So what we can say is, let's be careful on the type of music we listen to.
Yeah.
Because let's look at Lucifer. Lucifer was, I don't know, let's just
the
say,
best.
he had control over
They say just him alone.
just him
singing.
alone.
He was
singing.
a choir.
You see, he was-
Hey,
so
one-man band.
So let's be careful because he can use music because he's very good in music.
He is,
Yes, because
yeah.
for example, let's take a simple example. You're good in art, Wayne. You can't go say, did you want to play golf? No. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You're
Do
good
what
at
you're
cooking.
good at.
You're good at cooking. You're good at singing. So you do what you're good at.
Yeah.
And you do
Push that into the utmost best.
so that you can
yeah.
earn money, so that you can do whatever with that art. You can't go and say, no, me, I want to play soccer, I want to be Ronaldo. No, it's not your thing.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
getting back to the Lucifer thing, you use this music to penetrate through your life so that he can drag you to him. So let's be careful on the type of music we listen to, because guys, you'll be at the other side.
finished.
You'll be finished.
Yeah.
So I think just being careful is what we want.
And like Wayne said, music has harmony, rhythm, and what was the answer?
Rhythm.
Melody.
Melody.
Yeah,
Harmony, rhythm, and melody,
Yes.
right? Every single music has those three components.
Yes.
It's just the spirit that is behind that music.
That's another thing.
You know,
Yeah.
the spirit
Yes.
behind the music
Yes.
is
Yes.
very, very important. Because in gospel, the spirit behind it is to worship God. You know, is to glorify God's name.
Yes.
The spirit behind Amapiano is to groove, have fun, let loose
Dance.
of all your stresses and just dance. You know, R&B is to really touch your feelings and really tap into them and know how you feel. If you feel angry, scream. If you wanna cry. If you're sad, do whatever you need to do. Right? The spirit and R&B comes from pain. Because it's rhythm, the R stands for rhythm, and the B stands for blues, right? So you're singing to your blues, your pains.
It's your emotion.
Yeah, your emotions.
Oh, baby, I love you.
We woke up with a blue eye.
Yeah.
It's the pain
With the blue
It's the pain that's
eye,
It's the
baby,
pain,
ran
yeah,
away
yeah,
from
yeah.
me, you know, and stuff like that. So the spirit behind the music is really, really, really important.
It's important.
Really
yeah.
is important, and Lucifer knows this. Satan knows this.
And I feel like a lot of people also neglect this and they never really focus on it. They're just like, music is music, man.
Music,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not forgetting also that music has, how can I put this? It has direct access to your cerebral cortex. Now,
Yeah.
many may ask, what is a cerebral cortex? We might have all heard it in movies like X-Men and stuff like that, and all these other doctor shows. Just a basic description on Google, it says the cerebral cortex is the outmost layer of the brain that is associated with the highest mental capabilities. Did you hear that? Highest, not lowest. Highest.
So the moment you start
Mental.
listening to music, it goes there.
Because they
Boom.
to the
Everything.
To the
that-
highest.
And then again, we could also bring the concept of a pyramid that Dad likes mentioning, or even a layer system of how it affects a person. It goes physically, right? After physical, we have mental.
Mental.
After mental, we have spiritual. Spiritual being the us as utmost highest one. And music has a link to all these three.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
physically, you dance. Mentally, it changes what you're thinking. Spiritually, you can either be with God or not with God. I
Yeah.
guess you could put it at that
Yeah.
also. And it also changes what you believe in and everything like that, which affects you on all three levels. And then it just goes on to say the cerebral cortex is primarily constructed of gray matter and neural tissue that is made up of numerous stuff. And you can go read up on that. It's a lot of stuff. But just on that alone, guys, music has a direct link
to every compartment.
to basically your whole body. Once it's got the computer up here, that is it.
I think
Give
it also touches all your five senses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your sight, your hearing, also what you smell. Like where you dancing at? See, when you ain't conga, when you conga there at groove, you're smelling different smells. You're smelling alcohol, whatever.
No, but I mean, even if you're alone, when you dance, you sweat.
You smell your own sweat.
But I mean, it
Smell
also
your own
affects your
sweat.
senses.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Sense of touch. When
are
you
you-
listen to the music, what you
Feel
go
a
touch.
different way.
Yeah, maybe after you listen to the gospel music, go to the Bible.
You touch the Bible.
But listen to I'm like, hey, no, me, I wanna go get that
Touch a drink.
Hennessy. Where's
I
that
know.
shampoo?
Hey,
So,
hey, man.
so you see,
Shampoo.
it touches all the senses when you
Yeah.
listen to music. So, as I say, be careful on the type
What
of music
you listen to.
Yeah, exactly. Because remember, you're using your five senses on this type of music. So yeah.
And I think also just to get a Bible verse for those who are looking at the mentioning of Satan's gift, you can find that in Ezekiel 28 verse 13. I'll just read the verse quickly, which says, "You were in Eden." And you can read this, guys, from verse 11.
You can summarize it.
Right. The title I have here on my Bible is "The Lamentation of the King of Tyre," right, or Tyre, depending on how you want to pronounce it. But verse 13 says, "You were in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was your covering.
Yeah.
The sardius, topaz, and diamonds, the beryl, onyx, jasper, the sapphire, turquoise, and emerald with gold." Guys, the man was decked out. And then it goes on to say, "The workmanship of your timbrels and pipes
Hey.
was prepared for you on the day you were created."
For you, A1. Not for everybody, but
For
you.
Guys, the man was gifted. He was decked out.
As you said, one note. Just say
Was everything.
was everything.
Everything.
But there was soprano, there was
Alto,
alto, there was tenor, there was
bass.
bass on one person.
Baritone.
My man was the definition of
Yogi.
one-man band.
Hey.
And let's remember, let's as I said before, remember that when he was thrown out of heaven, there was no power that was taken from him.
Yeah.
So which means that power of music, he has it. Even up to today. He can
The
come to
beauty's
you
still
and sing to
there.
you and say, "Ooh." So you're like, "Oh my goodness." So
Okay,
so-
Yeah.
And I guess again, just putting it on him, music again, especially a lot of musicians have a lot of ego. This is also connected to Lucifer himself.
yeah.
Why was he thrown out of heaven? Because of his ego. He had too much pride.
Yeah.
He was like,
He
I want to
wanted
be the same as God.
worshipped. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be worshipped. And that again, when you look at it in many of our musicians today, no matter where it is, in secular music, in Christian circles, wherever, most, if not every single musician has a big ego.
Fact. Even those in the church, the chorus, that's them.
Man, big.
Everybody has.
And it just shows us where what his root problem is. Like Mara said, he has a talent, which is music. He's very good at it. And he will use it to the utmost ability he can.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but also having the jewelry. I mean, also that.
The emeralds, diamond, the
Man
gold.
had every material on his, like, not every material, but a lot of those materials that are hard to find.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had
And
them
you know,
on.
if you want to talk about this, man, we can have a lesson on
A whole lesson.
because
I mean-
the impact that he can do in our lives besides that music only, guys.
And now imagine God. If Satan has this impact, imagine God himself, the creator.
guys,
I mean, it did talk about a bit of that in the Bible. I mean, there was how he's, I don't know how to explain
God
it.
digged the
But
man
there was a
out.
certain stone we're talking about. What is
Jasper.
it called? Is it Jasper?
what is this about?
Yes, maybe tell us.
The throne that he sits on.
Oh,
But even heaven itself, it mentions like the different types of stones that it's made of.
It-
And many
it's
of them
made
were
out of
mentioned
a
here.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we give you one story, you don't know.
Yeah.
But to touch into that, like the jewels part, I mean, that can be a whole situation on itself.
Man, that's a whole topic.
That's
That's
a
a
whole
whole
discussion.
topic right
Yeah.
there.
So if the viewers out there, if you want us to talk about this, just drop it on our comments, guys.
put a
Can
like
you
there.
Put a like there, yeah. We can talk about it if you want. Definitely, we can talk about it, yeah.
I think in closing, I searched on Google, what's the effect of music on your brain or on your mind, right? And it says it provides a total brain workout. Research has shown that listening to music can reduce anxiety, blood pressure, and pain, as well as improve sleep quality, mood, mental alertness, and memory.
And I guess also you could say the opposite is true.
Fact.
Yes.
It doesn't only reduce, but it can also increase.
Yeah.
It can
Make it worse.
It can make you social. It can make you antisocial.
Yeah, very much.
It can make you
very much.
Depressed.
depressed or
not depressed.
Yeah.
It can make you happy. It can make you sad. Anything.
And I think increases the level of dopamine you have in your brain.
Dopamine. What is dopamine?
Dopamine. Okay, from what I can recall, they're telling us dopamine is the what you call it?
That feel sad drug.
Okay, yeah. It's the it's not feel sad, but like it's the sort of thing that there's released in your brain to give you energy.
Are you talking about the fluid that you was talking about, like that
it's pumped into you from your brain. So like, let's say you're watching something exciting on your phone, and you wanna go to sleep. Dopamine is released.
It's the feel joy.
Feel
joy.
Feel good.
Feel good.
Feel joy, my brother.
Joy. It's a
the feel good.
For everybody.
Feel joy. Hey, are you feeling joy?
Hey, I'm feeling joyful.
You're feeling joyful.
Us is dopamine is that feel good. Like when you feel pleasure, it's that one. Yeah.
And I think in closing, since the time is running out, right? We've touched on many aspects: the positive, the negative, how it affects us as Christians, and also secular music, right? And we've also stated our type of music that we listen to as individuals, you know. But do you think the way the music you listen to is acceptable in God's eyes? Do you think it glorifies Him? And if not, how would you change it? You see, so let's say I listen to amapiano, rap, R&B, and gospel, right? And I listen to this all on my phone, and on my phone I have my Bible also and the hymn book. So it's like the music that you're listening to, how can you have the two words on your phone? Where do you stand, right? And I think you should also listen to more gospel, not also listen to gospel, but also tap into how does God want us to listen or connect to Him through music, because it's really a thing that God takes pride in. Because everything in the universe, once again, has a beat, has a rhythm.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, everything has it, you know. So how would you change, or how would you connect deeper with God through your music and the type of music you listen to? What about you, Mara?
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Because let me from the side, so we're gonna go to you.
Let me say.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Save my right.
Under pressure.
Save my right.
Because wait, I'm sorry. I'm not saying I was there, but you know, wait, as you're speaking, right? I was thinking deep about this. I was like, okay,
How to
so
put those together?
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, let me start. How you can change it to resemble more of the holy and godly stuff. I mean, you can change the type of music you listen to for it to be more on the worship side, something more that resembles God than resembles the world.
Character,
A Christ-like character. I mean, but yes, I mean, you can have a bit of music here and there, you know, music that you can listen to outside of worship, right? But it must be more of the worship side than the things of the world, if I can say.
Yeah.
Because you basically, if you do that by putting everything on your phone as worship, I mean, it's a good thing, yes, it's very good, but also it'll give you that feeling of you're punishing yourself type thing. So it'll bring a lot into you, be like, okay, that's how I feel like some people move away from the faith, because they will feel like, no, this is just it's me being punished every single day of my life, because of the strict rules they think that they're being pushed on.
Okay,
that type of thing.
For me, let me say, there's a saying that you said in the last episode. In Shona, they say "munu munu." meaning a person is a person.
Person, yeah.
Yes, you can't say listen to gospel music every day. No, let's say there's
no one is perfect.
let's say there's a birthday
perfect.
party. Guys, we can't be listening to gospel when there's a birthday party.
It's
But
a
then,
party.
but then let's play music that's not wild. Yes, we can play music so that we can dance because it's a party. But let's not limit ourselves saying it's a party. We're Christians. We need to do
As you said, as
Yeah.
you said, you listen to music every day before
Yeah.
you listen to gospel music every day before you sleep, right? That can be also a good thing, because throughout the whole day, let's say you went to a birthday party, right? You're playing a lot of the worldly type music, as they say. As you're about to go to sleep, bring yourself back to God,
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
and
Always bring yourself back.
and when you're listening to that type of music, right, you're dancing, you're doing whatever you want, but that shouldn't be like the main focus. Don't focus on that. Just dance, because if for example, guys, there are things that you do absent-minded. Let's say, even when someone asks you, "What were you doing?" You're like, "What was doing?
Was I doing that?
What was I doing?
Because you do something out of not like it's not the main. You're not focusing on that thing. So I'm saying, if you're listening to that type of music, maybe you wanna dance. Let's it shouldn't be our main focus, right? And when you're listening to gospel, I'm back to gospel. You're listening to gospel. This is music that connects you with God. Because you cannot be not focused on gospel music. Of course,
Yeah.
when you listen to gospel music, you want to get in the rhythm, the melody, the harmony, so that you get connected to God. So for me, I think that's my point of view.
Yeah. What about you, Wayne? You said kabangaring. You said thinking.
Coming to the
I-
question,
I-
there's too much thinking that was happening.
Hey.
It's too much.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, I have something to say like after you, but I'll say it after you.
No, say it now.
You're going to forget.
See, no, what have I done? today?
Thoughts are perishable goods, my brother.
Did you forget already?
Yeah.
Goldfish memory.
Nah,
Goldfish
guys,
memory.
thoughts are perishable
Yeah.
goods. So when you have it, say it. But the question
But
again.
it'll come back though. It'll come back.
Nah.
Positive.
Don't you have a small brain like that?
What was the question again?
How would you change your?
Oh yes, the stuff in your phone.
It came back. Let me say it now before it goes again.
Not the
Yes,
stuff
yes,
in your
yes.
phone, the music in your phone. But yeah.
Okay.
What I wanted to say, right, is that not everyone is a perfect human being.
No one's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one
yeah.
is a perfect human being. Yes, there'll be people there who, let's say, they'll claim, they'll be like, I listen to gospel every day, every hour. I mean,
Yeah.
that could be true, yes, but obviously you're on social media, be hearing different types of music
Yeah.
from the video that you're looking at. So I'd say no human is perfect. So I mean, always every human does a sin. Always. There's no human in this world that can say I've never sinned in my life.
Yeah.
No.
Fact.
No one.
No human can
Yeah.
say that.
You are a liar.
only Jesus, because like Jesus he was human, right?
Yep.
So I guess he's the only human being. Plus he's God. So obviously, he doesn't really suffers to the human level. But yeah, for sure. What?
No, he came in human nature. So at the end of the day, he faced the same challenges we did. But he represented how, if you have a good relationship with God, even though it is a fight daily, you can get that status of being saved in God.
You
Not
can
that-
get through it.
We're all born in sin. But at the end of the day, if you have a relationship with God, you'll be able to overcome.
Yeah.
Because also, God does not give you challenges that you cannot overcome.
That's true.
And then
He gives you the perfect things that you can
He
overcome.
knows that
Yeah.
no matter what, even if
You
I
can
leave you alone
You can
to
overcome
deal with
this.
it, you can overcome because of the faith you have in me. But
Yeah, you can continue.
yeah, but getting back to the question Claire asked, in terms of music, I think the question I really love is, if God was to come right now and go through your phone, would you be fine?
Really, you try to hide it, but like, no.
Dad is finished.
R.I.P.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe if you put a new battery in the screen, you might.
For those wondering, Die Hard was Mara's phone. He just gave up. He was like, that's enough, man.
Life support wasn't working.
It was a life support phone, but then he just decided yesterday that no.
I'm resting for now. I see you. That's it. But yeah, no, man. If God was to go through your phone, would you be comfortable? That's the very first thing. And also, and if you don't know, go search what is good, what is music, what is good music, how does it affect me, what spirit is behind music, what is the origin, if you really want to go deep and understand.
I mean, I've said we're given the base.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, this is like for the people out there.
If you want to go,
if you really want to go into it and see where this thing comes from and how it affects you and all that, go and search. You'll find what you need. But at the end of the day, just on the basis of how you feel, that can already give you what type of music you need to be listening to and what you don't need to be listening to. And definitely just everyone try this one day, and I've really seen how it affects you. Clean out all the music in your phone. Leave that music, like your gospel music and everything. Go through that. It changes the way you think. Definitely.
I mean, to them, yes, it might be weird because some people don't listen to gospel music every day. It's usually when it's Sabbath, you're listening to gospel music with your family. Then going from there on, yes, you may listen to gospel.
On that trap.
Yeah, you're on that, but
yeah.
No, it left me.
Cleaning out your phone and listening to gospel music.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a weird feeling, yes. But what I was getting to is that you get used to it. Usually, like, even
over time,
let's say you move to a new house, you're in a whole new environment.
Yeah.
You have to get used to it.
But as time goes, you get used to it. Like, it's now something that's embodied in you. That's
but
everything.
For me, you might not have a phone. Just imagine when Coach says, I want to be with you the whole day and listen to the type of music. But probably you don't have a phone that you have. But then there's certain music. For me personally, there's some music that I know that it's not even in my phone. Yeah. So let's say he comes and say you're going to be together today, or the music that you're going to be vibing to and what you're going to be singing. Let's say you sing to yourself. Let's see what you're going to be singing. So just imagine if he comes and do that.
Basically, would God be okay being around? Would you be okay with God being around you as a person and what you kind of listen to and sing and all that? And I guess just to end off, it would be just on the topic of Ryan and saying you get used to something. We look at the disciples and how many of them left their homes and all their stuff behind just to follow Christ. So at the end of the day, if you really want to follow Christ wholeheartedly, put your focus on Him. That's another question. Where's your focus? Like Mara said, where's your focus? And if it's on Christ, if it is for you to leave everything behind, delete all your music, just to focus on Him and get your relationship stronger, then do it. Because it is better your life is saved than you losing it out just because of music.
Fact.
And yet again, there's also stuff that distracts us. So if there's anything that is distracting you, remove it.
Guys, let's talk about that. He had to leave his job just to come to the MelVee media thing to spread the gospel. That's another thing we can talk about.
I mean, even that, they left everything, right? Yes, it was a weird thing to leave everything.
And a tough decision too for many.
Because some of them had money.
Some were married.
Some were married, had children.
Some had to leave parents.
Exactly.
Matthew.
They're good paying jobs.
Matthew was a tax collector for
Rome.
For
guys, he was rich.
But as the point I was getting to, that even if you leave everything behind, what you get at the end
is much
more than you had before.
Yeah.
For them, they gained so much knowledge. They were exposed to so many things. They explored the world, basically. They explored the world. So even if it's leaving one thing behind, that can affect your whole life forever. So leave something behind that you think is a distraction between you and God.
Yeah. Yeah, so in since we're closing up and our time is like running out, right? What if you have, but today the topic music, all of us have put like good points, right? And really good advice to the viewers out there, right? And to close, do you guys have any words of motivation in terms of how someone is going through something and they need help? Or just some words of encouragement. Do you guys have any for the viewers out there? Wayne? Anything?
Going twice.
I think while I'm thinking, you just pass it over to Mara because I want it to be something that sticks with you. But in fact, no, I think I'll use this. Like I mentioned before, what is your focus on? This is a question I'll ask. What is your focus on? Go back into your life and check what is your focus on. If it's not on Christ, change it. That's it for me.
It's Maranatha.
For me, the last thing we were talking about is living the things you do to follow Christ or to be with Christ. I would say when you live it, just remember this: it's not the beginning or the end. Perhaps it's the end of the beginning. You're starting a new chapter.
Okay.
You have ended the beginning. Then we're going to the main thing. So the beginning was your thing that you're doing. You live it. You go to Christ. You're starting the
New chapter.
Exactly. You still remember when you were writing compositions at school? There was introduction,
Body
and end. So it's the end of the beginning, which means we're going to the what? The main story, the body, you in Christ, and see what will happen. Those are my words for the viewers out there.
What about you, Ryan?
I mean, as I said before, no one is a perfect human.
Being, yeah.
I mean, people should really realize that no one is perfect. Another thing is, you have your own destiny. If you can say that. You have your own place that God wants you to be at. Don't dwell on, yes, they can be your role model, but don't dwell on people who are following their own path. Follow your own path. Realize where you are going and what you're doing. I can say, be your own human.
Create your own, do your own.
Be your own human.
Yeah. For me, just to end it off, I think find company in yourself and find company in God. Because if you depend on people to keep you company, you'll be very disappointed. For sure.
People, we say it. No. People will disappoint you. Then you're like, what?
Yeah.
Don't blame people for disappointing
you. Blame yourself for trusting them. You know. So find company in God and in yourself and learn to love yourself, because no one else will love you if you don't love yourself, right? And I guess that's just short and sweet from my side. So we're gonna ask I'm not gonna ask anyone, we're gonna rotate it once again. I'm gonna pray to close. So guys, if you have anything you're going through, write it down in the comments down below or hit us up on our Instagrams. And if you have any prayer requests, let us know and we'll pray for you guys. So let's hold hands and let us pray. Heavenly Father God, we come before your throne of grace and mercy, thanking you for today, thanking you for this episode of music and a divine thing that you have created, Lord. I'm asking that you touch our hearts and touch our viewers out there. If they're going through something, be with them, Lord, and be with their families. I'm asking that you bless this podcast and bless everyone that's listening and bless us, Lord. Give us abundance, grace and mercy, and once again we thank you for everything that we have. May you bless the producers and bless the equipment that we have here. In this I pray in your name, amen. Yeah, guys, so thank you for tuning in. Next episode's gonna be fire, guys. So I hope you guys tune in. Well, thank you. See you guys.
Bye.